and are young enough and you remember the days you drove your cars up and down Fremont Street picking up girls or guys, whatever your pleasure was, it fell into the same dilapidated, deteriorated, crime-ridden area that has hit so many of our cities over the years. And of course, to bring it out, we had to do things, which meant we had to find money. And for the most of it, it came from the state legislature saying dollars, but they come largely from the tourists who visit our town. And we make things happen, and we have built and rebuilt a downtown now where we can enjoy, whether it's the Fremont Street Experience or Fremont Entertainment District, or whether it's the beautiful Smith Center and Discovery, where we have to go to the Cleveland Clinic, Lou Ruvo Brain Institute, or we end up going to the premium outlets, which are now going to open some new stores, or the World Market Center, the Mob Museum, our City Hall. So much has happened, and every bit of it has dollars from our community to help it work. 68% of the dollars for the Smith Center came from us, the people who live here, because we wanted more culture. And so the thrust of what we're getting is a real pushback. Don't touch my dollars. We're not touching $1 from us. Not $1 of our own sales tax, not $1 of our property tax, not one penny of it. But what we're about is building a world-class city where all of us can be assured, first and foremost, the most important thing is our wonderful, wonderful law enforcement and our fire and rescue. And for 4 years, I have been screaming more cops, more cops, more cops, and to put our dollars into that area. We want our roads to be sure that they are safe. We want our fire stations to be properly equipped. Health is critical to us, and our physicians are not getting reimbursed from private insurance the way they should be, and they're being stolen from neighboring states where they get twice as much reimbursement from insurance. I'm not talking Medicare or Medicaid. But the most important thing is to continue to create new things, because gaming's everywhere in this country. We need to find reasons for people to come here, to bring tourists in here, and to bring them into our more mature areas, which means Ward 1, 3, and 5. Certainly, of all of them, Ward 3 on the east side of town is really struggling. Thanks to Councilman Barlow and all of his supporters, we are making great strides in Ward 5, our wonderful West Las Vegas and the West Las Vegas area, now that we've reopened F Street. And we are excited about jobs that we're trying to create. My biggest sadness was, of course, you all know, we didn't get the franchise. And for soccer, what that meant to us was $500 million invested in our cities in bricks and mortar, which meant jobs and jobs and jobs. And for people to have the dignity of being able to take care of their own families, no matter where they lived in our community. We have turned away, or were not selected, for our franchise. And we have lost $500 million of earnest bricks and mortar support. But we will continue to go on, because the enthusiasm of all of us is about a pride in this community. We're so thrilled with our seniors. We're a mecca, because again, if you saw the news this morning, the poor East Coast is once again digging out. And I know they're coming here. All you have to do is look up. And think of this gorgeous weather in February. And so our senior centers and our senior areas and residences are just growing and exploding, because we offer a wonderful entertainment, lifestyle, great golf, great weather, great activities going on, transportation, and there's so much for us to do. And yes, I will just tell you, I am a nonpartisan. I am a gun-packing mama. Oscar and I both, God forbid, I worry every night. that we have concealed weapon permits, both of us. And of course, we know where we all live. If you're in a gated community, which we have not lived in for the past 38 years or ever before, but I feel very comfortable. The parts of me that are absolutely very Republican in belief, but such a big heart is really devoted to the Republic and taking care of the social services that we need to do. And there's so much of it, but I will not be swayed by either party. There's no bribery here. I don't have aspirations for any other office. I want to take care of Las Vegas. And I know all of you are here because you believed it before. You believed it with Oscar. And I know my son Ross is here somewhere. Where are you, Rossi? Right over here. This is my beautiful, handsome #2 son, who has a freshman in high school and a 6th grader and a beautiful wife. And my other sons and my daughter, I don't know where they are, they're fired, but they were supposed to be here. But the reality is, when we look to the future, they have chosen to make Las Vegas their home. And like you all, I hope forever they will continue to work to make this the best city it can be. We deserve to have world-class stature, and with your help and in your volunteering, whatever you can do, is get other people pleased to register and get out and vote. This is a time for us. This isn't about our own carpet or our own refrigerator or dishwasher that has to be replaced. This is about our community, our city, which I love, and I know you're here because you love it. So I want to thank you all. I want to make sure that you thank Tom Letitia, wherever Tom is, who's my campaign manager, with Bradley Mayer, wherever he is. He's always somewhere else. He's never where I can find him. My daughter-in-law, Tiffani Goodman, wherever you are. Where are you? I don't hear her. But most importantly, beyond these dear folk who are doing this all, and my wonderful Tony Sacca and his beautiful bride, and she's a great cook, by the way. I have a group of friends that I've had probably for 35 years. And Isabel and Gary Holman, they're here. When they heard that I was coming back to this office, they said, "Is it clean?" And the next thing I knew, it was fixed, decorated, and clean. Gary, Isabel, thank you. I think I saw Vinny and Carol Montalto here. But for all of you, thank you so much. But most importantly, for all of you who really believe in the future of this community, we can make it better. We can't do it alone. We have to do it together. Get everybody out to register and vote. Please make them understand when you hear someone telling you information that they've read in the Review Journal, it's never accurate. It is never accurate. They have some wonderful columnists, and as Oscar always said, put the Review Journal in your bird cage or under your dog. And I will tell you, when I read the misinformation that's out there, and we have these people out there that are unhappy and angry, and it's everybody else's fault, and the sky is falling. I assure you, look to yourself first when you get up in the mirror, and get up in the morning and look in the mirror, and you say, how can I do something that's good and right? Not with, oh me, I hate this world, I hate my neighbors, I hate everything that's here, and the sky, my gosh, it's another ugly, perfect day in the city. So just know, we're gonna do it together. We need the vote out. We do have opposition. So please, and thank you for coming. I don't know the hours. Tom, what are the hours of my little shop here?
9 a.m. in the morning till 2.
9 a.m. to 2, Monday through?
Saturday.
Monday through Saturday. So we'll have things for you if you're good on the phone. You know, we'd love you there. But I can't thank you enough. And everybody, thank you for coming out tonight. Wow, isn't this so good? Isn't it good to be alive? Yeah. And isn't it great to live in Las Vegas? I'll depart from this microphone. Oscar, I'm so glad he's not here. He always tells me I talk too much. But I have to tell you, every single morning I wake up in the morning and I put my feet on the ground. And I say, oh my God, I got another day. Isn't this great? Then I lean over to the other side and I tap the body. And I say, are you here? And fortunately for both of us, yes. And so you can be assured we're going to keep fighting for this city because we love you all, we appreciate you, and fight on. This is ours, and we make it happen or it dies without our help. So thank you all for coming. Tom, thank you for putting on a great party. Tony, God bless you. Thank you. And oh, of course, there is food here. And a special thanks to Vintner's Grill for putting this on for us. I think they helped us last time. The best.
So what do you say? Reelect Carolyln Goodman, right?
Mayor, take it easy, will you? Boy, oh boy. My God.
All right.
And you had a haircut.
Of course. You know, people told me to behave. And I don't know how. Hey, Big John. I got to tell it the way it is. You know, I was misquoted. I never called those who were trying to obstruct my wife in being the best mayor that Las Vegas ever had. They say I called them bottom-feeding scumbags. I did not. I said bottom-feeding scumbag suckers, right? I knew I was nice, and you know the problem with Carolyn is she's too much of a lady, and if the truth be known about some of these folks who have tried to get in her way and in the way of those who were supporting what was best for the city of Las Vegas to take us to the next level, they should be ashamed of themselves. I don't know how they can look at themselves in the mirror when they know they're either lying or they're the biggest morons who ever walked the face of the earth. But it had to be one or the other because it's clear that any of the monies that are being used for the redevelopment projects in the downtown that created the Smith Center of Performing Arts, the Ruvo Cleveland Clinic Brain Institute, the World Market Center, the Mob Museum, the new City Hall, all of those were redevelopment funds that did not expose the taxpayers to any liability. And this particular project, which they kept us from getting because of their obstructionist way of doing things, we could have a Major League Soccer team here in Las Vegas, but for them, because they were promulgating a lie. And the lie was that taxpayers were at issue, they were at risk on this project. A lie. The project was a redevelopment project. The monies could not go for schools as they were trying to suggest. It had to go into a blighted area in order to make it something that the city would be proud of. The bonds that were being used were not called general obligation bonds, but they were revenue bonds that were paid for by the project itself, not at taxpayer expense. There was not going to be any increase as far as sales tax or property tax, even though that's the impression they gave. You know what they did? They committed a sin because they stopped the city from going to the next level. I hope we have a National Hockey League here, because if we don't, they set us back 10 years in trying to improve our city and to make us into the world-class city that Carolyn envisions. So I'm glad you're here, because you're here for a righteous person and a person who has more backbone than any person I've ever had dealings with. She's not afraid of anything, and the only problem is she's a lady. And I don't mean she's a female, but she's a lady in the true sense of the word. She's too damn nice. And she better start putting her face in the face of these people who are trying to set the city back. And that's all I have to say. And I haven't even had a drink. It's 5 minutes to 6, and my liver is beginning to quiver. My wife, she has to be technical with me. And it wasn't going to be with anybody's tax dollars. It was a tourist improvement district where you start off with nothing there, and there's a tax on the businesses that bring in the money there, not out of their pockets, but paid for by the people who are using the property and making the values go up. And that's what we've been able to accomplish, and they try to set that back. So I see 2 council members here at least who have backbone. Councilman Coffin, who has backbone. Councilman Ross, who has backbone. And I really asked, I didn't ask Coffin to do it for me, but I asked Ross to punch these guys out. See, Once again, she's the lady. But you fellas don't have to be gentlemen. Let them have it. Let them have it during the council meeting. I know when I was the mayor, they had a little red button up where I was sitting.
I have it.
And I could turn anybody off that I wanted to. And I like her to... Okay, I'm through.
All right, where's the Bombay Sapphire, anybody? Who has Bombay Sapphire? Not one bottle? Oh my God, we're ruined, Oscar. Anyway, come on up here, Bob Coffin, and please, Councilman Ross, where are you?
Recession and repopulating downtown, rebuilding our tax base, creating a new business environment. That's what Mayor Goodman's all about. I know that's what Councilman Ross and I and Councilman Barlow are for, and I know the others will eventually come along. They will come around. Public pressure is what it takes, and you can do it. I'm with Carolyln Goodman all the way, and I hope you are too.
Yeah.
Are you voting?
Yes.
Yes, is the word. Thank you very much, Mayor.
Thank you. These are the guys that move it forward. We're all together as one. So thank you again for coming. Have a great time tonight. And if Councilman Barlow should arrive, we'll have him come up. Maybe. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget.
Thank you. That's fabulous. I'll take back those words that will burn you. Thank you. You'd stay, and if I could reach the stars, well, I'd give them all.